which I posted back in, I think I posted it in June, or maybe I was able to do it in May. No, it had to be June. I didn't have the surgery on May 26th, and I was in the hospital for about 9 days. So anyway, posted that at the beginning of June. And I've had a lot of views and comments on it. People asking me questions, and I've responded back to everybody except the last guy I didn't respond back to. I'm like, I just need to get on here and do an update. So I've done videos since then, and as you know, if you've watched the videos since the surgery, I've been doing great. At this point, I've hit 7 months. The end of December was 7 months. Today is January 4th. I'm still doing fabulous. One little hiccup, which I will go into, just one. But overall, I have nothing but positive things to say. The reversal surgery was the best thing I did in regards to that area of my body. A lot of people, from what I've been reading, are very hesitant on getting their colostomies reversed, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. The healing sucked, just like any major surgery like that, when you've had your body, cut open about 15 to 18 inches, depending on the length of your torso, and filleted open like that. That's a hell of a healing process that your body has to go to, let alone healing a stoma hole that has to grow shut. So I know it can be very overwhelming to make that decision of if you want to go through it again or just live the rest of your life just dealing with the bag, but I wouldn't hesitate to do it again. The only negative that I have, that I am currently dealing with, unfortunately, is I've given myself a hernia. Anybody who's been through these rounds of surgeries with getting a colostomy bag put on, whether it's, ileostomy, colostomy, whatever it is, any kind of a ostomy bag, your abdominal wall is completely cut. Just, wow, everything's cut. And then if you are lucky enough to be able to get it reversed in 6 months, now you've been cut again. Besides those two surgeries, again, if you've been following me for years, I've been through multiple other ones. I've been cut hip bone to hip bone for other surgeries. I've had my belly button opened up 3 times now. Several laparoscopic surgeries. My insides are a mess. I'm developing what they call adhesions, which is basically scar tissue from all of the cutting. During the reversal surgery, they wanted to remove my appendix. Again, not because there was anything wrong with it, but just because to err on the side of preventing another surgery, let's just take it out while we're in there so that we don't have to open you up again. Well, they never found my appendix during the surgery. We come to find out later during another CT scan that my appendix is in my back. So I still have that in there. Still always, something to keep in mind, that if my appendix bursts, well, here we go again. But this one's in my back, so I don't know how they're going to open me up to find that. Anyway, the problem I'm dealing with now is, like I said, a hernia. When you've been cut multiple times like that, your body is 100 times more susceptible to a hernia than the average person. So, not quite sure how I did it. If it was the gym, because I still am going to the gym about 4 days a week, sometimes 5, again, depending on my work schedule. And my weights are getting heavier that I'm lifting. However, around the time that the pain started, I'm in the middle of getting my certification in oversized baggage. So, we're talking about bags that people check to go in the cargo of the plane that cannot fit in x-ray equipment. So things like giant toolboxes, military bags, golf bags, ski bags, you name it, rifle cases, you name it. I've had to get my certification to clear these items to be transported on a plane. So again, not quite sure if it was these bags. And they take precautions. It's not like I'm lifting these bags. These bags can go up to 100 pounds. That's our limit. Anything 100 pounds or more, the passenger themselves has to send on a cargo carrier. They're not going on a passenger plane. So I'm not lifting anything more than 100 pounds, and I'm not truly lifting. We have scissor lifts that we use to move the bags to tables to inspect them and things like that. Hold on. So again, I was doing all that around the same time, and I started getting some hellish pain right around where the stoma was. Not right behind it, not right on it, kind of above it, but in that same area. So right away, my brain just automatically went to, oh shit, the diverticulitis is back in a new area. Because that's what the pain reminded me of, that piercing pain that comes and goes. I was at work when it started. I managed to stay at work for about 4 more hours, got off my feet, went down to the control room where I could be watched because they wouldn't let me alone at that point. I knew I couldn't drive anywhere. I couldn't go home because I couldn't drive. Got to the point where I finally gave in and had Mike come pick me up and take me to the emergency room. 9 hours later, after a battery of tests, they found that I do have an opening in the abdominal wall, and there was bowel and fat getting stuck in that hole. So that's what was causing the pain. Yeah, I still have fat down there. We all have fat down there. We need fat down there. But anyway. So I have to get it fixed. I was a moron and thought, well, I was in an ER. You know how an ER doctor is. What we like to call, they treat and street you. They treat you, put a Band-Aid on it, get you stabilized, send you out the door to get you out of their ER so that they can take in another patient and tell you to follow up with your regular doctor. I didn't do that. I thought, it'll heal on its own, it's fine. They didn't use the word hernia. They used the word, you have a small opening. I'm like, oh, well, a giant stoma hole cleared itself. This will healed itself. This will heal itself. We're good. Let's just get back to work. And I did. And I was good for about a week. Then work has been killing us officers. Every airport in this country is starving for TSA officers. We have lost so many due to this stupid vaccine mandate. Because a lot of our officers were retired law enforcement and retired military. They ain't getting this supposed vaccine, this shot that doesn't work anyway, but I'm not going to make this political. So we are so short on officers, so we are working so much overtime. We have mandate lists that it's rotating, and it's to the point where it's top of the list again in 3 days. Well, they're mandating you for 5 hours after your shift, sometimes 6 hours. So now we're talking 13 and a half, 14 and a half hour days on my legs. And I got mandated, and I made it 3 hours past my shift one day. So we're at like 11 and a half hours, and I said, I can't do this. I gotta go. I can't do this anymore. Something's going on. So I finally called a surgeon, my surgeon, and said, hey, I don't have to tell you anything. You can find it all in my records, but yeah, what should I do about this? Can you write me a doctor's note limiting my overtime, at least till this heals? Well, he called me back and said, Michelle, this is not going to heal itself. You have a hernia. You need to get it fixed before you make it any worse. So that's where I'm at. My overtime is limited to 3 hours a day. I do have to get this repaired, and I do have an appointment in 2 weeks with an actual hernia surgeon to have my consultation for surgery. So that's the only negative. You really have to be careful, if you're considering this kind of surgery. And even with the colostomy bag, even if you keep your ostomy and don't get a reversal surgery, with that type of surgery and the amount of cutting that gets done to your body, you're always going to be more susceptible than the average person to get a hernia. So that's where I'm at. Otherwise, in all the tests that were done in the ER, they did urine specimen, blood work, chest x-rays, abdominal x-rays, an EKG, because I was also getting some heaviness in the chest with it, which I think was just, I was pissed because I didn't want to go through this again. Oh, mercy sakes. I'm so sorry. Can you tell? I pulled out. I was so pissed when this pain came back because I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with this again. Why is this happening to me? I think I was just causing myself stress and anxiety, which is what the heaviness in the chest was. I did an EKG as soon as I got there, and that was beautiful. In all the tests that they took, my numbers are incredible. Absolutely incredible. Every single number, they tested everything, was in the middle of the healthy range. Just beautiful numbers. So obviously everything that I am doing has been oh, I can't even see you now. Oh, Michelle, has been a complete success. So I'm pulling into the grocery store. Let me get back to you. Okay, I've parked the car, so now I can actually talk to you like a normal person, and hopefully you can see me. I'm going to try to hide from the sun here so that I can actually see you. So I am at Wegmans. It is my day off. I've just worked 6 days in a row, plus overtime on one of those days over my 8 hours. I was so glad to get 2 days off. You have no idea. I'm not 22 anymore. I'm 52. My body gets tired. Trying to work all the hours, plus keep up at home. And with the way that we do eat, I don't have the option of just, 1 or 2 stores anymore to buy all our food. I'm at 3, 4, sometimes 5 stores, depending on the menu plan for the week. So it's a lot of work. And then, like I said, keeping up with the housework, the laundry, the meal prep. I'm going 110 miles an hour, 7 days a week, most days. But today, I slept in till 2 o'clock, 2:08. I know, that sounds like, what the hell, you're thinking? But my alarm goes off at 1:45. So I slept an extra 20-some minutes this morning, which is good. I needed it. I got up. I showed you, had my hot tea. I'm still drinking hot tea every day with collagen, first thing in the morning. If I'm at home, I drink it at home. Or if it's a work day, I'm drinking it on my way to work. But I always have my collagen in my tea, and that's how I start my morning. This morning, I also had, I have to sneeze because of the sun. Sorry. Does the sun make you sneeze? The sun makes me sneeze. I had a yogurt parfait. So I did have some higher protein, low sugar yogurt. It was the Dannon Oikos Zero, vanilla flavor. Again, 0 sugar, 15 grams of protein. And I put some fresh strawberries and some probiotic granola in it. And then later on, I had the breakfast that you saw. So I eat a lot. I do eat a lot. I probably eat more than most normal people, but with as active as I am, plus the time in the gym, my body needs that food. So I do eat quite a bit. After I had that breakfast, I then had a Quest protein bar. Again, and that has like 18 or 20 grams of protein. So I'm eating a lot of protein. Protein is one thing that your body has to have in order to heal from anything. You ask any nurse, any doctor, anybody in the medical field, they will tell you if your body has to heal anything, heal itself up, whether it's something as small as a cut that you needed stitches for to healing a stoma hole, you need to up your protein. If you're not giving your body protein, that healing process is going to be so slow. So up your protein. Safe amount of protein is the same number of grams as your body weighs in pounds. So if you are a 150-pound person, you need 150 grams of protein a day. That's your minimum. You can go higher than that, but go for that 150 grams. If you're 200 pounds, 200 grams of protein. There's so much stuff that has protein in it. It's not just a meat thing. You can get protein from so many other sources. So do yourself a favor and do the research. So anyway, that's why I eat so much as well. I'm tearing down the muscles in the gym from working out, so I'm eating the protein to rebuild the muscles. Plus just for energy as well. I don't rely on sugar for energy anymore like I used to. So I've had that. I had some water with some of my vitamins, and right now I'm working on one of the Alani Nu energy drinks. I do consume caffeine more than I did when I first came out of the surgery. I was only drinking my hot tea in the morning and then water the rest of the time and nothing else. Broke myself of the caffeine habit. Was feeling fabulous, not consuming the caffeine. But when I went back to work, this job doesn't afford me the luxury of not consuming the caffeine. If I don't have the caffeine, I can't keep going. I can't. I love my job. I love what I do, but it's a killer on the body, and it wears me out. And I need the caffeine to keep going. So I stripped the bed this morning. I'm washing everything. The mattress pad, the sheets, the blankets. I'm washing it all. So I have that stuff going right now. And I thought, well, I'm going to sit down here and chill for a few minutes, look at my phone. I fell asleep on the chair around 6:40 and woke up at 8 o'clock. I wanted to be here. I'm at Wegmans right now. I wanted to be here by 7. It didn't happen. Like I said, I woke up at 8 o'clock. So I'm getting a late start, but that's okay. Obviously, my body needed some more rest, or I wouldn't have fallen asleep like that. As it is not like me to take naps. So I have my list. We're going to go in here to Wegmans. I'm going to do some shopping, depending on how busy it is. I may get the camera out. I'm not sure. Again, the parking lot's not busy, but if everybody that's here is in the same aisle I'm in, I'm not pulling the camera out. So, I will either go over with you what I'm buying in the store, or I'll wait till I get home. I will go over my meal plan and my, what I buy. I need more caffeine. My brain's like, what? And then I'll go a little bit into exactly what I'm eating to stay as healthy as I am. And I'll touch base with you all day long. So, all right, let's go to the store. And did I tell you it's 22 degrees out here? 22 degrees. I'm frozen. All right, so I just got out of Wegmans, and I have to tell you about my experience in there. I didn't film in there. Half the store is dark right now because they're working on something in the ceiling. So I was shopping for my produce in the dark. I hope my tomatoes are decent when I get home. Anyway, so I used the self-checkout, and the employee that was working the self-checkout, I could tell was older than me. She was a smaller, older lady. And I finished scanning my groceries, and I go to walk away, and she's like, "Ma'am, excuse me, can I say something stupid?" Right away, my defenses go up like, bitch, if you ever say one word about me not having a mask on, I'm gonna knock you out right here in the store. Because I don't do the mask thing. I do it all day at work. I'm not doing it in the stores. Anyway, she looks at me and she's like, "You have beautiful hair." So my defenses came down, and it gave me an opportunity to kind of tout what I do. No, she didn't say beautiful. She said amazing. She said, "You have amazing hair." And I told her, I said, "You know what? A year ago, I had lost 20% of my hair. And a couple years before that, I had lost about 20% of my hair, and it had to grow back. And it was all due to the major surgeries that my body has been through. That's another way that my body reacts to all of the anesthesia and the narcotics and the trauma itself. Is my hair falls out. It falls out in clumps. So I'm telling her this, and I didn't go into detail about my medical issues, but I said, twice in my life now, I've lost about 20% of my hair. Like, I had bald spots, and it's still coming in. Like, I still have new growth, or it's still trying to fill in. Now, don't look at my gray right now, because I'm due for a color in less than 2 weeks. But I told her that, I do a daily collagen regimen, and I firmly believe that that's what has helped my hair to come back. I'll show you that when I get home if you are new to my channel, the brand that I use. But it goes to show that people recognize when they see, When they see something that they desire and they see it on you, you can be such an example to other people. And I'm not going out here and preaching, you know, pushing nutrition, pushing the gym. I've told you before, and I tell other people in all my research that I've done, 80% of your immunity comes from your gut. You want to cure COVID? Change the way people eat. COVID hits the obese and the medically disadvantaged harder than any group. Lose weight, get yourself healthy, and work on proper nutrition and quit eating junk. It's that simple. But am I going out there and yelling that to everybody? Absolutely not. I'm just going out there and being the example. You know, I have a cart full of really healthy foods. I'm hungry again. So I'm going to eat a Quest bar. I bought a Quest bar while I was in there. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you, that what I do here on YouTube, I also do in the real world. So when someone says something to me and it gives me an opportunity to explain how I've gotten to a certain point, I'm going to use that, and not in a boastful way. You know, this woman took notes. She's writing down the, you know, the brand, the website name, and what I'm on. And I really push the collagen and turmeric. That I started that right after the colostomy was done, which was the day before Thanksgiving in 2020. When I got home from the hospital, I started that collagen and turmeric regimen. You know, I'm dedicated. I don't miss. I never miss. Even when Mike and I took a trip to the beach, I drug my big thing of collagen with me, drug my turmeric with me. I don't miss that ever. And I've definitely reaped the benefits from it. Okay, I'm going to hush now because now I'm headed to Whole Foods and Target. All right, so I'm back from all my running. So the grocery, my God, grocery haul. I couldn't think of the word that I'm going to show you is going to be 4 stores total. It'll be Wegmans, Whole Foods, Target, and Costco. Before I do that, I will go over my meal plan with you and explain a couple things about, you know, how I turn ordinary foods into something that's a little more on the healthy side. I am by no means perfect. Is there such a thing as eating perfect? Some will argue if you're eating meat, you're eating wrong. Some will argue if you're vegan, you're eating wrong. You know, everybody's got to find their own way of eating. However, I think regardless of what kind of eating lifestyle you choose, one of the most important things to look for, no matter your plan, is toxic ingredients in the food. And I've gone over this on other videos that I've done. So the unhealthy oils, the chemicals that are in the food. If you're eating anything that has any kind of corn in it, whether it's whole corn, flour, anything like that, if it's not non-GMO, it's garbage. There's just so much garbage in our food as a society. It sickens me. So anyway, my meal plans, again, same thing as they've been for a while. Tuesday through Monday. Monday is always leftover night to clean out the fridge before I go to the store on Tuesday. So tonight I'm going to make some chili lime flavored chicken. I have a chili lime spice blend out here in the kitchen already, so I'm going to use that, plus some fresh lime juice, but some limes I already had in the refrigerator. And we're going to I have some leftover black beans I want to use up. I am going to make some yellow rice. Now, normally Mike and I only consume organic brown basmati rice that I cook myself, and I make a batch of that every single week because Mike takes some of it in his lunch. However, I was in the mood for some yellow rice. That is a white rice. I'm lucky if I eat yellow rice maybe once every 3 months. So again, every once in a while I will, if you can call that a splurge, I call that a splurge. So I'm going to make some yellow rice with it tonight, use up the rest of the black beans, and then I'm going to make some green and yellow beans with it. Tomorrow night will be chili. Everybody knows what chili is. However, I am going to be making mine with actual steak instead of ground beef. We eat ground beef. It's not that we don't eat it. I just want to change it up a little bit for Mike. And I am going to have some pasta with it because I don't eat the beans. I know I'm weird. I pick out the beans, the peppers, the onions, the mushrooms. I pick out all that. I just use the juice from the chili and the meat, and I eat mine over pasta. Thursday, I'm going to make fish. So I have a piece of mahi-mahi for Mike and a piece of cod for me. I'm going to have some fresh broccoli. And I did buy a bag of French fries. However, that's another thing where you have to watch. Mike and I do eat a potato on occasion. We don't eat them every day. We usually only eat them once a week. However, in this week's meal plan, I realized that we're eating potatoes twice. But again, we work off all those carbs in the gym. Do I recommend eating potatoes every night? No. But even the French fries, the frozen French fries that I bought, you have to be really careful. Even your big names like Ore-Ida and what's the one that I see in the stores that tout themselves as being healthy, Alexia or something? They have garbage oils. I think they use like canola oil on them. Why? You know, I buy a brand that is I buy Whole Foods brand, which is their store brand, so not expensive, and it doesn't have garbage oil on them. So again, watch your ingredients. And I'm going to bake them in the oven with some avocado spray on them. So that's all I can really say. You know, watch your ingredients. If you don't want to give up things like French fries and that, don't. But bake them in the oven and watch the ingredients on the frozen that you buy. Friday, I'm going to use some Primal Kitchen marinade, the honey mustard flavor, and make some honey mustard chicken thighs. We're going to have some Brussels sprouts, lima beans, and salad. So lots of veggies and chicken. Saturday, I'm going to use more of the flap meat because the bag I have, I don't need all of it for the chili. So I'm going to use the rest of it and turn it into like steak. And have baked potatoes and salad with it. Hold on, my daughter's calling. I will be back. All right, sorry. I forget where I was. I was on flap meat. So the rest of the bag of flap meat, I'm going to make it like steak on the grill. And we're going to have baked potatoes and salad. He will eat a baked sweet potato. I will eat a baked russet potato. We've been doing pasta every Sunday. Again, a healthy pasta. I buy pasta that's made out of lentils. And I'm going to make some Italian chicken. And we'll eat that over the pasta with fresh tomatoes and olive oil on it and a little bit of fresh parm. And then, of course, Monday's leftovers. So I'm going to start with the Wegmans grocery haul. So stand by. All right, my first haul is Wegmans. So I picked up some bananas, 1 russet potato, 1 sweet potato, 4 tomatoes, 2 broccoli crowns, a green pepper, 2 bags of shredded cheese. This is something else you have to watch with the ingredients. Now with Wegmans, you can see what the ingredients are on the back. For their anti-caking, they're using a blend of the potato starch and the cornstarch. If you ever see the word cellulose back here, which you find a lot of like Walmart brand and I forget who else uses that. But the word cellulose back here to keep it from caking, do you know what that actually is? Cellulose is wood. It's literally wood fiber from trees. Don't eat that. All right, 2 containers of the Good Culture brand whole milk cottage cheese. Some wraps. This is the Olay brand, which are high fiber, low carb. And some chicken breakfast sausage with sage. And some spaghetti to eat with my chili. I buy the brown rice and quinoa. And then this is the pasta for Sunday, which is going to be the green lentil penne. The yellow rice for tonight. Again, this is my cheat. This is going to be one of those things that, yeah, it's not going to be the most healthy, but again, every once in a while, like once every 3 months, I will eat this. A box of Quest bars. I ordered directly from Quest Nutrition online. However, this flavor that I love was sold out with the order I just put in like a day or 2 ago. So I picked up a box at Wegmans. They are the same price in the stores. They are online. some crushed tomatoes, 1 can of light red kidney beans, and my stevia liquid that I use in my hot tea. I usually buy 3 containers at a time, again, just to keep stocked up because not every store carries this. So when I get down to my last one, I buy 3 more. So that's what that is. So that's it for Wegmans. And my total for just those items, which again, it's not a lot, there and there, $83.06. These grocery prices are killing me. Like there isn't even any meat. $83.06. Insane. All right, my next haul will be Whole Foods. So I got 3 dozen of extra large eggs, a bag of frozen strawberries, some mandarins. This is the French fries I was telling you about. So here's the ingredients. So they're literally potatoes and expeller pressed sunflower seed oil. And then some sodium acid pyrophosphate to keep the color. That's it. And then canola doesn't have salt on it, which is fine. I eat salt, but this way I can control my own. 2 bottles of kefir. That's what I use as the base for my smoothies in the morning. And then a bag of gluten-free pretzel twists. Some sourdough bread. This is the only bread I eat that has gluten in it. Again, it is sourdough, so it's got those active cultures in it, which has a lot of health benefits for your belly. Some lemon turmeric marinade. 3 of these seed and oat bars for Mike, the 88 Acres brand. Cookies for Mike. Some crackers, cheddar crackers that are made with almond flour. Mike's bagels. Some Cajun peanuts. And some cinnamon almond butter. I love this stuff on the cinnamon flavored Lundberg brand brown rice cakes. Oh, so good. My little treat. This is what I'm drinking right now. So that's it from Whole Foods. So just that stuff and this stuff. My bill there, $84.40. Just insane. Just insane. All right, store number 3 is Target. So 2 5-ounce containers of organic baby spinach. This is what I use in my smoothies, plus we use it in our salads. A pack of Havarti sliced cheese. Mike's coffee cream that he uses, which is almond and coconut creamer in the French vanilla flavor. 3 containers of the low-fat cottage cheese from Good Culture brand. Like you saw that I bought 2 from Wegmans. They were whole milk. This is the low fat. I mixed it up, and not one store carries both. So 2 different stores just to get that. Some frozen salmon fillets. 2 bags of the butter lettuce blend, which is butter lettuce and red leaf lettuce. My little treat, my Lindor truffles, 70% cocoa. That's the minimum cocoa that you want for health benefits in chocolate. 1/2 gallon of vanilla almond milk. Perfect bars. And look at this little treaties. These are Mike and I's, again, little treats, but they're healthier versions. So Mike likes the milk chocolate. I go with all dark chocolate of the Perfect Snack brand peanut butter cups. Body armors were 15% off on the Target Circle app, and Mike drinks one of these. He mixes his pre-workout in this before he goes to the gym every day. Mike wanted some chapstick, gum. I keep that in my car to keep me awake when I'm driving home from work. I needed some cotton rounds and some laundry scent beads boosters. So that's it from Target. So that and this, and my total at Target was $113.73. The insanity. All right, my last stop was Costco. So I picked up some Honeycrisp apples, some green grapes, This is not what I wanted. Normally, I buy the Kirkland brand Triple Berry Blend that I use in my smoothies. And the Triple Berry Blend are blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. And then I bought the frozen strawberries to add as well. Costco had none. So I ended up with this. So I'm going to have just strawberry flavored smoothies for at least a week. I picked up, I snack on these pretty much every day. The smaller box you saw I bought at Whole Foods were the cheddar flavor. These are just their plain almond flour crackers with sea salt. Costco also did not have the chicken that I normally buy, and I did chicken breasts, so just picked up this pack. I'm going to try this like for a night where, like if I work overtime and I literally don't have any time to cook. Picked up a package of this, and then a 3-pack of Wagyu ground beef, and then a 3-pack of regular organic ground beef. And my total for Costco was $107.29, which I did get, you know, quite a bit of meat. So this was like the one store where I can justify what I spent. The rest of those stores, ugh. Well, I forgot I did stop at one more store. I did run into Ulta quick. I had a $10 off coupon for of a $40 purchase. And this month they are doing Healthy Skin Month at Ulta. So every day in the month of January, they're featuring certain brands of skincare 50% off. So I thought I'd go in and try a new one that I've never tried before. Use my coupon and see what I like. So this is Vanilla Company. Not familiar, don't even know if that's how you say it. It's a cleansing balm, 3-in-1 cleansing balm for your face. Clean at 0, it says. Oh, mercy sakes, Michelle. Quickly melts away stubborn face and eye makeup and completely cleanses skin in one simple step. Well, I don't wear face makeup. My skin is just my skin. No face makeup, no blush, no nothing. I do wear stuff on my eyes, and that's it. So I don't need it to melt makeup. And I'm still a faithful baby oil user to take off my eye makeup. So this just needs to clean my skin. So I'm gonna see how I like it. So that was 50% off. I don't have my receipt. I think it was originally $27. So I paid $13.50 for that. Picked up more of my Marc Anthony curl defining lotion that I use after I wash my hair. Put it in when my hair is damp and let it dry naturally. I'm just about out of eye cream. Currently, I'm using eye cream by It Cosmetics. I'm gonna try Pacifica's brand of their vegan collagen recovery eye cream at night once my It brand is off. Picked up 3 packs of eyeshadow applicators, so I'm good for a while, 75 in each pack. Then the last thing I got was a NYX brand jumbo eye pencil in the color is called Blueberry Pop. Doesn't really show up well here on camera, but it is a dark blue. And that's it from Ulta. Oh, I do have my receipt right in front of me. So after my coupon, all of that only cost me $40.22. So today was a cha-ching day. But as far as the groceries go, like I'll stock, I mean, obviously a lot of that meat I stocked up when I'm not using this week. But then next week I'll have something different that I'll stock up on. So, you know, right now we are averaging $300 to $400 a week in groceries just for Mike and I. Now, again, we eat very healthy. The healthier the food, the more expensive it is. And I'm so sorry that it has to be that way in today's world. This food also does not include supplements that we take. So like my collagen I buy through the mail, all of our Quest nutrition bars, Mike's egg protein, Mike's pre-workout, my Optigreens and Optireds that I drink after my workout. So all that stuff comes from different nutrition companies online. His no-cal bars that he eats at work every day. His Epic bars that he eats at work every day. So, yeah, this is why I work. To feed us, feed him. Mike is looking and feeling fabulous. You'd never know that he's getting ready to turn 55 in a couple of days, because right now his body looks like he's about 25. He's in the gym even more hardcore than I am. He's there for the sole purpose of getting strong and building muscle, and he's doing a really good job of it. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think this week I'm going to do a what I eat in a week video that I'll showcase more of how I'm preparing food, what I'm using to prepare the food as far as the oils or sprays or seasonings go. So I'm not going to film tonight's dinner in this video, but I just wanted to get on here and give you an update again as to how well I'm doing 7 months post surgery to have the colostomy bag removed. So again, no complaints. On a side note, with the job, again, if you're new here, I am a federal officer with Transportation Security Administration under the Department of Homeland Security at Harrisburg International Airport. Bottom line, I'm a TSA officer. My 1-year anniversary date is coming up next month, February 28th. On that day, I will be putting in my transfer papers to request a transfer to Tampa. So Mike and I are going back to Florida. We are. Usually takes a good 30 days or more for the paperwork to be completed. This is the federal government we're talking about here. If it's done in 30 days, I would be surprised. And then they will give me 3 dates to pick from in order to pick my start date for the Tampa International Airport. So we're going to be heading back to Florida this spring. My oldest daughter, Caitlin, again, you're familiar with her if you've been watching me for a while. She got engaged in October, so she's in wedding planning phase right now. So I will be down there with my kids to help with wedding planning. The wedding will be in Florida. So this is it. This is the second move to Florida for Mike and I, and it will be the last. I will not come back up here to live again. By the time I got home here from running errands, it was only 32 degrees. I started out at 22, it went to 32. I can't do the cold. The cold bothers the arthritis in the knees. The colder it is, the worse my knees feel. But I still push through. One thing I've learned, and all that my body's been through with these surgeries, and if you are in the middle of this process yourself, don't let your body and the pain and the negativity control your daily life. Push through it. Push through it. That pain is not that debilitating. Having a colostomy bag is not debilitating. You are not disabled. You are not handicapped. Don't use it as an excuse. Don't use anything as an excuse. I did it. I went that route. You know, right before my colostomy, I was on a cane facing double knee replacement. I used it as an excuse. It was my crutch to not push myself in life, to be lazy, to eat junk, to drink alcohol regularly, and to just live life like, oh, this is the hand I've been dealt. So I'm just gonna chill out and just take the hand that was given me and try to live as comfortably as I can live the rest of my life, even though it meant taking medications all the time and constantly facing surgery and being laid up. I had to change this. No surgery is going to change this. You have to change this. Get out of the mentality that you are a victim, because you're not. You create your own destiny in life. You do. Now, I know accidents can happen at any moment to change, where you're at in life, but for the most part, the decisions you make every day when you get out of bed, you're creating your destiny. You make the decision to lay in bed too long, to get up and be lazy, to just la 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 through life and oh la 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 la. That's the kind of life you're going to have. If you get up, make your bed, start your day being disciplined, eat the good clean foods, get your body active every single day. I don't care if it's only walking a quarter of a mile. Just do it. Just walk. Get out of the chair. Get out of the bed. Get off the video games. Get out of the television. Get out of the television. Get off the movies. Go do something with your life. Go help somebody. Go out to grab a coffee with a friend. Go volunteer somewhere. Get off the chair. Go move your body. Your body's going to thank you. It may be a struggle at first, but your body's going to thank you. All the changes I made, it didn't make me healthy overnight. It took months. It took months of dedication, and I still struggle. When I get home from work, you know, my alarm goes off at 1:45 a.m. I work a very physical job. I drive home, you know, I'm 45 minutes drive each way to and from work. I get home and get my uniform off, and the last thing I want to do is put on gym clothes and drag my ass to the gym and do a workout. It is the last thing I want to do. I'm in my head the whole way home trying to come up with excuses. Oh, it's cold out. Oh, my body hurts today. Oh, I just want to chill. I need a day to relax. And there are days I do give in to that. But the majority of the time, I tell myself to shut up. When I take off my uniform, I immediately put the gym clothes on. I eat, I drink my energy drink, and out the door I go. And when I get to the gym, and I am pushing that weight or pulling that weight, I feel amazing. I feel strong. I feel healthy. That in turn will give you the mental boost. That physical boost that you're feeling is going to give you a mental boost. And then it becomes like an addiction where you need that. You get those endorphins flowing, that you get that dopamine going. You are just, it changes you. It changed me. I look back at my old videos. I've been doing this since the end of 2015. I look back at some of my old videos and I could go back and kick myself in the ass for the life that I have lived because I've wasted it. I've wasted it. I've wasted it being unhealthy and sluggish. I look at myself in these videos and I'm like, girl, what the hell were you thinking? I wasn't thinking. Honestly, I wasn't thinking. So I think I'm going to end this video here. And I will see you in a couple days when I post the What's for Dinner video. So find your happy place, find your discipline, find your lifestyle changes, and push through and stick to them. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.